Good morning. Uh, I show y'all pictures all the time of my mantle and my stockings. Well, I wanted to give you a little story behind this stocking right here. You see, it says, Dear Santa, I've been a good boy this year. This stocking was given to my husband back in 1993 by our brother-in-law, Donnie, Roy's sister's husband. And Roy had to go in the hospital on Christmas Eve. He had to have an emergency surgery, and the doctors didn't expect him to live. Matter of fact, when they came out, they told me, be prepared because he may not make it. And that was totally, totally unexpected. Well, our brother-in-law, Donnie, brought this stocking to Roy back in 1993. And the Lord delivered Roy. He's healthy today. He's been healthy ever since. And this stocking is 30 years old this Christmas. So I just wanted to give y'all a little story behind Roy's stocking that we have on the fireplace every year. Good morning. I'm Rose from Grandma Rose's Open Pantry. And y'all, I've been doing something wrong. Y'all see my little calendar here? Promise my little 12-year-old granddaughter, and y'all, she's been on with me lots of times, usually behind the camera. She told me yesterday, she said, Grandma, what's that tree doing way up there? I said, well, honey, it's the 6th day of December. This was yesterday. She said, Grandma, you see that? Days till Christmas. She said, you start down here and you count backwards. So, y'all, I got it right now. It took my 12-year-old granddaughter to show me how to use this calendar. Good morning. I'm Rose from
Well,
Grandma
I
Rose.
don't understand what you just showed. You got me confused now.
Nah,
Why is it on the 18th?
because it's still this many days till Christmas. When it gets on one, then it'll be Christmas Day. It's this many days till Christmas. You see, baby? Everybody else out there understands it.
Okay.
All right. Good morning. I'm Rose from Grandma Rose's Open Pantry, and I am so glad you're joining me this morning. And if we are going to do something, my sister-in-law has been making these for years and years and years and years, and they are so good. They're great for breakfast. They're great for snacks. They're great for a little appetizer, and they're called Ham Delights. Now, she got the recipe from her first cousin's aunt. Well, her first cousin gave it to her, but it was her first cousin's aunt's recipe. So, no telling how old this recipe is. I am thirding the recipe today because the recipe calls for 3 packs of rolls. Now, it calls for dinner rolls. You can't find the kind that is on the recipe anymore. So this is just
Wait a minute. You got me with that 30.
it doesn't matter. This is just sweet buttery rolls. You can use Hawaiian rolls, whatever kind of roll you can find that will pretty much work. You just don't want the big, real big rolls. But first, I put these in the freezer for about 30 or 45 minutes. So that makes them really, really easy to slice. Now, the way we're going to do this, I'm not good at this, slicing things evenly, but you take a bread knife and you slice your rolls in half. And this is the reason you freeze them. I may just do half of them at a time, so I make sure I get them done pretty well, pretty good. Okay, now, then you open them up. You put the bottom down like that, and then you do the other half. Now, if you're better than I am, you can do them all at one time. But I'm just not good at that. I can't even hardly cut a cake layer even. So, and I didn't cut these even, but it'll be all right. All right, you lay that down. Now this is like an 8 by 8 pan. Now if you're doing more, you'll get a big pan and do them all at one time. Okay, that goes there, that goes there. Now, in this pan, I have 2/3 of a stick of butter. Now, to that, I am going to add 1 teaspoon. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons because we like Worcestershire. The recipe calls for 1 teaspoon, but I'm going to do 2. 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. Now, your butter has to be melted. All right. 3 tablespoons of mustard. And that's what makes this so good. So you can use Dijon. I would think you could use Dijon mustard if you wanted to. Okay, that's 1. Hold on. Sorry. That was for the full recipe. I'm thirding it. So that's 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I was about to mess up. All right. Now I'm going to stir this around real well. Or as we say, real good. Now, I'm going to get another tablespoon, and it calls for 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds. Okay, that was just a scant tablespoon. All right, I'm going to mix this around. Now this is quick and easy, but it's so good. All right, that's all your ingredients that go on here. Let me get a little thing. You can use a paintbrush, you can use whatever. Now what you're going to do is you're going to brush this onto your rolls, both sides. And Joe, if I'm doing this wrong, you can correct me later. That's my sister-in-law. She makes these, what she does, she makes them a lot of time and freezes them. And if there's a death in her church, in her community, she just takes them out, puts them in the oven, cooks them, and she's got something that's wonderful to take to the family. She's always done that. She and my brother are so good about things like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to save the rest of this. The recipe doesn't tell me to do that, but that's just what I want to do because I'm going to put it on top of them. All right. Now you just you can use, this is a ham that I had baked. And I sliced it really, really thin. So I'm just laying it across my rolls like this. You can use deli ham, you can use sandwich ham, whatever kind of ham that you want to use. But we really like this, and this is what I'm using. And this is what I had. And to me, this is better than regular sandwich ham. So you just kind of fill in like that. All right. Now, you take Swiss cheese. You can use the baby Swiss. You can use, like mine. Mine's just plain Swiss cheese. You put over it like this. And I'm going to cut this one. Nope, I'm just going to layer it because it'll be good like that. All right. Now, you take your rolls that you cut. This is the tops of them. You put them down like that. I've got my oven set on 325 degrees. Now, I'm going to just put the rest of this over my rolls because I want the tops of mine to be buttery and good. Now, like I say, the recipe doesn't say to do this, but I just think it would really be good like this. Now these are going to cook like 30 minutes in the oven. And they are, oh, so good. Okay. I got a little bit left, but I'm not going to use all of that. Now, Aunt Mary is the one that originally had this recipe. She said that she loosely covers hers with aluminum foil. So, as you see, I'm leaving a little tent there. I'm not putting it down real tight. I'm leaving it with so air can get under it. All right. This is going in a 325-degree oven for about 30 minutes. I'll probably check them after 25 minutes and see how they look. So we'll be back in about 25 or 30 minutes. All right, y'all, 30 minutes. And I cooked it 35 minutes. It says between 30 and 40 minutes. The last 5 minutes, I took the foil off. And they're hot. But we're going to cut them on my cutting board here. And I got 2 knives. And the reason I've got 2 knives is I think I'm going to need this one to cut through the bread and this one to cut through the ham and cheese. So, let's see if we can do it. This already coming apart. Look at there, honey. Oh, that's good.
It's just cheese. You put it in 2 pieces.
Yeah, I did. Okay. There we go. Now,
there you go.
I'm going to use this knife because Roy said when you get to the ham, this bread knife may start giving some and tear it, but we're going to try it and see how it works.
Just slowly saw through it.
Yeah. Oh, look at there.
Perfect.
Works perfectly.
Perfectly.
So I don't need that knife. Okay. Now you have little indentions in your bread already. So you know exactly where to cut.
Do a lot of sawing as you go through the ham.
Now, this right here, as you can see, it has indentions in it. So you can make small ones or you can make them double like that. I think,
double.
I think I'm going to do mine double since we're going to be eating it here. And but if you're doing it for an appetizer or something, you may want to cut them into little singles.
Like that.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put them on my... I'll do some like this, and then I'll do some doubles. Okay. That's your little singles right there. And you'll want to let it... This is still real hot. Okay. Now, we're going to eat that one, so I'm just going to put that one on there whole. And the rest of them I'm going to do like in doubles. Because we're just going to be eating them. It's not coming out even, but that's okay.
You know what I like about these?
You know what? Wait just a minute, baby. For the picture, I'm going to do them all in singles. Because I'm going to have to take a picture of this. And it's going to be prettier if they're all the same size. What do you like about this, baby?
Well, they're easy to make.
Yeah.
And they're easy to take, whether you want to, whether you're carrying them to a party, a wedding, or a wake.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And it's just something that you can either eat at home with your family, or it's quick and easy to take to help some other family.
That's right.
Or contribute to a party, or I guess a ball game, whatever. Anything. They're just so delicious.
We're about to taste of them. I'm not going to cut them all right now, but I just wanted to show you how you could. And that one is still in 2 pieces.
We always look forward
We're going to taste that one.
To Joe.
Yes.
My sister-in-law making these.
I done tasted.
You were supposed to wait for the signal.
Y'all, oh my goodness. Mm, oh,
You talk about good.
y'all. Mm-hmm. So
You can't go wrong with these. You really can't.
that mustard, that Worcestershire, so good. Thank y'all for joining me today and making my little ham biscuit delights or ham roll delights.
Mm.
Please share this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell. Make these for somebody special. Make them for yourself. They are delicious.
It calls for a little coffee or some hot chocolate mix. If you'll go look at Grandma Rose's hot chocolate mix, you'll be glad you did.
Love y'all. See you next time.